Are you feeling stuck every time you drop to the floor for push-ups? Do they feel almost embarrassing at this point? You can knock out 20, maybe 30 on a good day, but that legendary 100 rep mark feels like a fantasy that only fitness influencers can reach. You start strong, your chest burns, your arms shake, and then everything shuts down. You rest, you try again, and nothing changes. Let me be brutally honest with you, because this is the truth most people never hear. Your current push-up training is holding you back. Those neat little 3 sets of 10. They're useless for what you want. They're comfortable, predictable, and completely wrong if your goal is extreme endurance and high rep dominance. You're not failing because you're weak. You're failing because you're training the wrong way. Most people train push-ups like they train machines in the gym. Count the reps, rest, repeat. Go home feeling busy but unchanged. That style builds a little strength, sure, but it does nothing to prepare your body and mind for 100 straight reps. High rep push-ups are not about comfort. They're about tolerance. They're about teaching your muscles, joints, lungs, and nervous system how to keep working when everything inside you is screaming to stop. If you want to hit 100, you need to forget what feels safe and start chasing what feels brutal. That's where real progress lies. Here's the cold truth that separates people who talk about 100 push-ups from people who actually do them. You have to stop training for volume and start training for failure. Not fake failure, not "this is uncomfortable so I'll stop" failure. Real failure. The kind where your arms refuse to push your body up even though your brain is begging them to move. That's the edge you've been avoiding, and that's why you're stuck. To break through it, you need a smarter system, not more random reps. This is where the push-up progressive failure ladder comes in. This method is simple, ruthless, and incredibly effective. It's not about doing more sets or chasing a daily rep number. It's about draining every ounce of strength from your pushing muscles in a controlled way. The idea is to move from the hardest push-up variation you can handle to the easiest one without resting at all between them. No breaks. No shaking it out. No scrolling your phone. One variation flows directly into the next. This turns your push-up workout into one massive rep-building set that forces your body to adapt fast. The biggest mistake people make when training push-ups is stopping the moment things get uncomfortable. They confuse discomfort with failure. Discomfort is just the door. Failure is what's on the other side of it. To reach 100 reps, you must learn to live on the other side. This ladder forces you there whether you like it or not. The first step is where the pain begins. You start with decline push-ups. Put your feet up on a bench, chair, step, or anything stable. Elevating your feet shifts more of your body weight onto your upper chest, shoulders, and triceps, instantly making the movement harder. Your body will feel heavy, even if normal push-ups feel easy. From the first rep, focus on clean form, straight body, tight core, controlled descent. You keep going until you physically cannot complete another rep with proper form. When your chin can't reach the ground and your hips start sagging, you're done. That's true failure. No ego, no half reps. The moment you hit that wall, you don't rest. You don't stand up. You don't take a breath longer than a second. You immediately move into the second step. Drop your feet to the floor and start standard push-ups. This is where the magic happens. Your arms are already fatigued, your chest is burning, and your shoulders feel unstable. That's exactly what we want. Every rep here is teaching your body how to push when it's tired. You grind out as many perfect reps as possible. Slow, controlled, full range of motion. When your arms finally give out again, and you collapse halfway up, you move on. The third step gives you just enough relief to keep going. Place your hands on an elevated surface like a chair, bench, or countertop. This inclined push-up reduces the load on your upper body, allowing you to keep pushing despite deep fatigue. Don't mistake this for an easy step. It's not. Your muscles are already exhausted, and now you're asking them to keep working. You pump out every rep you can, focusing on smooth movement and steady breathing. When your arms shake uncontrollably and you can't lock out another rep, it's time for the final step. The last step is the finisher, and it's where mental toughness is built. Drop to your knees and start knee push-ups. At this point, your chest feels swollen, your triceps are screaming, and your shoulders feel like they're on fire. This is where most people would quit, and that's exactly why most people never reach 100 push-ups. You don't stop here. You squeeze out every last rep your body will allow. Slow reps, ugly reps, shaking reps. As long as your chest is moving toward the floor and your arms are pushing you back up, you keep going. When you finally collapse and physically cannot move anymore, the set is over. That entire sequence is one ladder, one brutal, effective muscle-destroying ladder. And here's the part that scares most people. You don't do it once and call it a day. You run this ladder 2 to 3 times per day, 3 to 4 days per week. Not every day, not mindlessly. You give your body enough recovery to adapt, but you hit it often enough to force progress. Each ladder builds endurance, strength, and confidence. Over time, something powerful happens. The reps you once struggled with become automatic, your standard push-ups increase. Your recovery between variations improves, and one day, without even realizing it, 50 push-ups feels normal, then 70. Then 100 stops being a fantasy and becomes a target you know you can hit. This method works because it attacks the problem from every angle. It builds strength with harder variations, endurance with extended time under tension, and mental toughness by forcing you to stay in the fight when quitting feels easier. It removes the safety net of rest and teaches your body how to keep producing force under fatigue. That's exactly what 100 push-ups demands. Stop training like an amateur who counts neat little sets and hopes for progress. Start training like someone who understands adaptation. Embrace failure.